And what is going on, guys? Doki here, bringing you my next installment of Doki Literature Club. Now, in the previous episode, we were able to get through all the poems, and we had to go back and now rewrite another poem. And where we left off before is that Miss Monica here was late, and we were thinking that she has a boyfriend. I know, scandalous, but it turns out she has another matter, and we're gonna find out what that is. Without further ado, and enough of my BS, let's do this shit. Well, my last period today was study hall. Here we go. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Oh, I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe. Once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Darko. Monica smiles sweetly at me. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Theori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Nasuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Yuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Nasuki disappears into the closet. That woman always disappears into the closet. It's weird. But not too weird. Like, maybe she just likes the closet. Maybe the closet is just where she likes to be. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow, watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go and get some water. She walks past me and sits the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrast her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and melodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Whoa. Hold up, you just told the class president to hold the fuck up, bitch. Yeah. We know what's up. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Darko in club activities? My mouth gasped. I suppose there's something wrong with that. Then let's go, Darko. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Hot diggity demons. She suddenly I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. The music was really silent. I wasn't expecting it, but it also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Darko, okay. Oh my god, that music really silent. That was the most unsettling thing to, like, imagine. Holy god. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. I know the feeling. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of a friend you say? Yuri lifts her head. Darko? I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I felt kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help. Yuri feels better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Darko, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is proper temperature. That's she knows what's up. Now it's time to get the teapot. You're really doing this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would like to try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyways. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Darko. It's very endearing. Yuri was kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each. Darko, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Oh, why's that? It's a bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that. It's mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over? Like that over, right? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a pack of small chocolate candies, and I keep hidden from Siori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if a sync, we assume the same reading posture, and as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally just touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expressions, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get munches on the page. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is perfectly resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading it. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. And that means I can't stop here. That means I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Uh-huh. Darko? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's, well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expressions that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in rhythm with her breath. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate pieces, put it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh my god! Holy cockblock! That was abrupt. Oh, that's funny. Yuri jumps back. It's time to share poems. Darko, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Sure. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling there's something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, because that's the way shit works. Alright, I'm gonna actually go from the bottom to the top, and I think Yuri will actually be my last person I'll actually show the poem to. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going... I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Oh, apparently I never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imaginary is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspirations in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's just like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already has got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Load me? Why did that last bit tell her to say load me? I'm sorry, I'm actually kind of that kind of startled me a little bit. Okay, what the fuck? Why does she say load me? I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whoa, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna save already, because that was a lot. Okay, so return. That was creepy. That's the creepiest goddamn thing I've seen all day. Holy shit. First she's... Okay. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just like... I'm so sorry, like, I don't know, just that last bit with Monica really fucked with me. I'm gonna continue. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. The sucky stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's talented writer doesn't mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. It's like he shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a young girl step into my business. Unless I am a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least, Suki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, I like this one, Darko. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Darko. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems if are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving us a thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help the rain clouds a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly beautiful. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Darko. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Pop off my... Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little lost sunshine, we're running together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and pluck out this blah. Happy thoughts in a bottle on a rug. My collection makes me a lot of French. Each bottle is a straight line on. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend to friend, more bottles. Thought I heard something. Holy crap. Each bottle is straight to make amends. Some of my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend to friend, more bottles. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden. Ding, scraping, screaming. I blow dust on my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like... Holy crap, Sayori, do you really? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to seeing you be more carefree. Their emotions are changing. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, time for Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. With a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Darko? This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imaginary. Yuri... Her appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that practice to her. Yeah? Just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writings before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyways, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's fine with you. Alright, I'm not gonna read all the poems right now, but mainly because I'll let you guys kind of pause it, and you can kind of just go from it from there. I hope I gave you enough Duma Fletchers to work with it, so I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. That's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Usually the poem has a canvas to express vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more and more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Darko? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if it hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit right now. Well, I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Darko. That's an exaggeration a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just really a nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. Is it nothing really? Yuri smiles. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, creepy lady. We're all done reading. I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come and sit in the front of the room. Is it about that festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for that festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've been designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite the poems too. Yuri is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to. Who's been coloring the poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting posters up, did you? Huh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? That bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Nasuki. Sure, guys. I could never imagine in my life doing something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Nasuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's also about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're in. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all of it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes or reciting poems, then I know we can do it. They remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think there's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit too. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nasuki doesn't have an argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over with it. Alright, phew. Thanks, Nasuki. What about you, Yuri? Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's awesome. You'll do the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I do next? Of course. Now let's see. Flips through her notebook. She then stands behind the podium. Signing her poems, she clears her voice and calls them one. More than that, her influence is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line. She recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a neutral? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looks amazing. Yuri has intense expressions on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her reactions. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called Yuri. You can do it, Yuri. Aftermage of the Crimson Eye? Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. The quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and is structured that with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. As she bewildered, isn't up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, or we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. Oof. Might have to... Yeah. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Aha. Sorry, I guess I giggled. Yuri? It was a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reacting to other people. Imagine you're reacting to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem. I see. Okay then. Tori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery, like Sayori is. Isn't serene or bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice always gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Darko liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of anybody. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Don't make me go before Darko. That's all I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Darko lower everyone's standards a little bit before. Whoa! And Stucky, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what I read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish receiving applause anyways, sorry, I'm not really good at this, everyone. Don't worry about it as much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. I just leave you, Nasaki. Yeah, I'm going. Nasaki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The podium is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Nasaki takes a breath. While she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's still a little unenthused. Her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Sasaki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when outspoken out loud. The words feel like they're bouncing up and down as if giving life to the poem. Sasaki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my pen, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Saki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and then practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish up planning tomorrow and we'll have the weekends to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way we'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Shiori and Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. If it is for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Shiori? Yep. Look at you two already. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? These guys make such a big deal of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, yeah. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Darko. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. And that is honestly where I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. But ladies and gentlemen, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video and this series. Hit that notification bar if you want to see future uploads of mine that I'll be doing. I'll still be continuing the Hellblade series as well as this for future episodes. So please, I hope you've been enjoying this so far. We will go ahead and give a little good save right here. And we will be ready to go for the next adventure. But yeah. So far I've really been enjoying this. Sorry for the little hiccups that I had earlier. It's just the whole load me and stuff like that. I think there's something up with Monica. I just can't quite put my finger on it. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens in a later day. But as always, I am Darko Sinner, and I'll see you motherfuckers in the next video. Later, guys.